Welcome back. Well, a few weeks ago, the Penrith Panthers made history, winning their 4th straight NRL Grand Final, the first team to do that in 58 years. After their triumph over the Melbourne Storm, 14 points to 6, co-captain Ivan Cleary reflected on the amazing moment.
4 or 5 years ago, standing there crying and losing to these guys who have been the benchmark for such a long time, and it was just won 4 in a row. It's honestly mind-blowing.
And Nathan isn't the only successful member of the Cleary family. Dad Ivan, of course, the mastermind coach of the Panthers. But it's his younger sister Indi who is ready to make her mark, recently quitting the real estate biz to focus on philanthropic endeavours and giving back to the community in a big way. We say hello to Indi Cleary. Hello, Indi.
Hello.
Hey. Love to see you. A few weeks on from the big grand finals, everyone calmed down a bit in the Cleary house.
Pretty much. It's still, everyone's off on holidays and doing their thing, but yeah, we had a bit of a party there, but we've all settled down a little bit now, which is good.
That's the biggest understatement. We had just had a little bit of a party there. Now, your dad, Ivan, he seems quite reserved. Doesn't give much away in interviews, right? We imagine that's different at home.
Very different at home.
You have a really good relationship, strong relationship.
We do, yeah. So Dad's actually, he's quite quirky, which is like a lot of people get very, I guess, confused about that because he doesn't show that on TV in his interviews often, but he's very funny. He doesn't say much, but what he does say is hilarious.
The clangers, drops the clangers,
so
waits
funny.
for the moment. Yeah,
so funny. He is a funny guy, but yeah, he's a big mentor for me, and yeah, I'm very lucky to have him.
When you say funny, do you mean like in a dad joke kind of way, or...?
I actually think he's funny. Like, I actually rate his jokes. Some dad jokes, but he's getting better.
Kyle's and I are going to have to come over for a barbecue to prove that for sure. Can't just take your word for it.
You will.
So we can't just go through between your dad and you've got your brothers, of course, Nathan and Jet. There's a younger sister,
yes,
as well. So you're the only one who isn't especially sporty, or...?
Yeah, so I'm not sporty. I dabbled in it when I was a kid. I never made any rep teams or anything. I was always in like team 5. So Mum would be like, "You were good." I'm like, "No, I wasn't, Mum. I was in team 5." So, but no, I've had a bit of fun with it, but no, I never really.
Was there pressure?
In terms of sporting?
Yeah.
Not really, honestly. Like, Mum always was big on us playing sport as kids just to stay active, but nothing professionally, no.
OK, so you quit the real estate game earlier this year because you want to focus on something bigger than that. Tell us about what you're doing and your role in this disability space and your philanthropic work.
Yeah, of course. So I was in real estate for 8 years and I loved it, but I don't know, I felt like I was missing something, maybe a bit of purpose. So I met my partner just over a year ago now, and he has a disability support service called Our Choice. And I kind of just fell into the work. Like, I really loved it. I'd find that, like, I'd be trying to, like, scuffle off from work quicker to try and see the kids and all the participants. So I just kind of fell into that realm, and now I do, like, the admin and a little bit of support work as well. So
good on you. And you and your partner doing a podcast as well.
We are, yes.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so it's called Beyond Barriers, the podcast, and it's basically a podcast that we do. We get on our participants' parents, certain people in the community. We kind of started it for our parents, the kids that look after our kids. It was more so for a sense of community for them. I think a lot of the time you might feel like no one understands, or, you know, it can be hard being a parent with a kid with a disability.
Yeah,
so,
and it affects so many people, isn't it? It's not until you dip your toe into that world, as you did through your partner, that then you discover there is a whole world there and people need support, and you probably didn't realise just how big that world was.
I didn't. I really didn't. Like, I have a cousin with autism, and I kind of saw some struggles that he went through when I was younger, but I really had no idea. So it's really opened my eyes up to all the parents and people that support these amazing kids. Like, it's definitely not easy, but it's definitely rewarding, and I'm very lucky to do it.
EmpowHer, the organisation you started, sort of started as a networking tool, but it's grown into something very special.
It did. So it started when I was in real estate as a networking kind of space, but it's grown into so much more. I have a very clear vision for it now, especially through the work I do with Our Choice. So yeah, I'm very lucky with where it's heading, and I want it to be an amazing space for community and networking and connecting people.
Sounds great.
So you've got a special event coming up. What's that all about?
Yes, so I do. I have my first ever black tie gala. I'm proudly supporting the Haven, which is an European women's shelter, and also raising awareness for domestic violence. Out in Penrith, we have the second highest reported cases of domestic violence, and that's only reported. So, yeah, whatever I can do to help, I'm very passionate about
That'll be a great night. Please tell us your dad's doing 10 minutes of stand-up comedy. Opening the
I
show.
actually should do that. I'll save some money on entertainment.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good idea.
Hey, it's all great work you're doing. Congratulations and all that. Lovely to see you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well done, Indy.